For today's video, I thought we could throw it back a little bit and just relax and play some solitaire. Now, I don't try to be professional or anything with this. Just gonna do some generic shuffles here. I feel like even a simple game where you sit down, relax, and play some solitaire, people like to overcomplicate things. And I'm just here, just relax with me, sort of unwind, and we'll just play a little game. So, I guess I have enough room here. We'll start off. See if that should be pretty good. For those who don't know how to play solitaire, I'll kind of go over it as we go. Trying to make sure I have enough room here. So starting off, for those who don't know, you can see the pattern that I'm doing. You'll do 7 rows, and each row will gain a card face down. The very last one gets put face up. 6, and one more row. That should be pretty good. I will put my, I guess we'll do the deck over here. Should be pretty good. And then we can, I'll put my aces down here. Now, start off by flipping one card. There's a couple different ways you can do this. Like I said, this is just meant for so both you and me, we can just sit down, relax, and nothing too serious here. So you can flip like 3 cards at once to make it a little bit more challenging, but we're just going to flip one card for now. Now, the objective is you'll have 4 piles of aces here, and you want all the cards to get down into these piles. The trick is you can only, so I'll do this move right now just to show you. You can only move alternating colors as you go down in order to flip a card, like so. Now the trick is you don't want to move too many cards out here and then you end up blocking the face down cards. So theoretically, if I had a red 6 here, I could move this black 5 over, but the problem with that would be is now I'm adding more and more cards here, so that later in the game, when there's fewer and fewer moves to be made, then these cards are now more and more blocked. I'll show you as we sort of go on. As of now, there's nothing to do on the field. There's no black 5 for me to move that to. There's no red cards. So I will flip another one. I'm going to hold off because again there's no red 10 for me to slide that over to right now. So I'm going to hold off on doing that. Okay, now there is a black 10, so I will do this. So I'll make that move so I can free up. Look at that. We have found our first ace. That's a pretty good spot. Now because of that, I can, and I'm going to, because this is our longest and biggest pile, since I have a free slot, I'm going to move this king, queen over. Now, I guess there's nothing. Forgive me. Sometimes I may or may not miss a move that you guys might see, but I don't think there's anything at the moment. I guess I could. I'll just do that for just because I can, kind of thing. Black 9. I'm gonna pass right now. Not that I can. Oh, look at that. We're starting off strong. One of the challenges for this game is like if one of the aces is buried like one of these deeper cards, it can make things very difficult. And it's purely up to chance. All the aces could be in here. They could all be really buried. It's just a pure chance thing. I'm gonna go ahead, put that there, so that way I can move this 7 on over. Well, that is not one of the aces I have, so that's kind of a dead end. Just gonna kind of shuffle through the deck here a little bit. Let's see if we can get a, look at that. We're starting off strong here. Okay, I'll move that over. Might as well just sort of keep things going here. Alright, so that was a pretty good string of events. Alright, we got a decent amount of cards turned. 6. I'm gonna hold off right now. Probably it'll come in handy to move one of those 2 4s, but I'm gonna hold off for the time being, just in case there's a red 6 somewhere on the field. Three. Might as well just do that real quick. I can't do anything quite yet. The other thing is you don't want to move too many cards down to the piles before. So, like, case in point, like I could keep stacking. Let's say I could stack this pile all the way up to a king, but then could be a card in here that I need. Because again, since you have to alternate color schemes, there's really only 2 cards per color, and that could really sort of put a hindrance on you. So, like, case in point, I need a black jack for this card here. Let's say this card right here I already moved it down, and it was, out of the playing field. There's only one other black jack, and let's say he's hidden, well then I'll never be able to, put a card on top of that queen. So, I like to get the 2s out of the way, but I'll just go ahead and do it. Like I said, you want to kind of watch as you're going. I'll even put like the 3s and maybe the 4s on there. I'll just go ahead and put that there. But you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to get too crazy with it. So I'll put the 3 there. I'll put that 3. Black 6. Can't do anything. Look at that. Actually got pretty lucky. So now you'll flip the deck back over, and we will do it again. This time, hopefully, we have a couple more moves to make. And I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So right now, a real big hindrance is these 4s, which I'm going to try to solve here in a little bit. With either that, or I'll put them on the piles. Yeah, what the heck. 2 of hearts. Nice. 10. 5. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll move this 4 down here. And then I will move that 4 over here. So now I can flip 2 cards. Go ahead and move the 8 on over. Let me see something real quick. Because I think I'm not supposed to. I only have a couple cards left anyway. I'm gonna have to start using my cards on the field a little better. Slide that down. I'm gonna move. I'll actually move this king because he's got more cards face down. 6. Okay, I'll move the 5 on over. See what I'm working with here. So now we're starting to get sort of into the nitty-gritty of things here. Because now my remaining moves sort of is dwindling. Be nice if I had the 5 of diamonds. I could move it down. Cycle through the deck one more time here. Because I'm going to do that so I can move this. Okay, I'm going to do that. So I could do that. That's kind of nice. I got a 5 and a 6 down there. So I guess with that, I'm going to slide the small stack. Hopefully this is an easy card to move, which it is. So now I can move that crazy stack. Now we're sort of getting down to it. There's the 4. So now I can move my 5s down. It's my last card here, 6. Just go ahead and move it. This has to be the last 5 I need. Yep. Then we'll move the 6s on down. Now we'll move the 7s. 7, 7, 7. We'll move the 8, the 8, the 8 and 8. Move the 9s. Move the 10s. Jacks. Queens. And the kings. Just like that, we won our first game. So, gotta shuffle these up here. Just sort of ramble for a minute. Problem is, you wanna really get this deck shuffled up. Just because now all the cards they're in a color order and number order. But I hope you guys can take the time just to relax with me here. Sometimes the day just, especially recently, the days just go by so quick. I feel like sitting down, playing a game of cards, and unwinding, disconnecting from electronics, and I feel like it's really nice. Makes things just super nice and relaxed. Try to shuffle these cards up here. We'll do, probably just do one more game, call it a day, but see how it goes. Typically, I don't get lucky. I've done a couple of these solitaire videos. Like I said, typically I do not get lucky. I usually start losing after a couple games, but we'll see. That should be pretty good. I'm gonna start out, well, let's make it a little harder than that. I could, but that would be pretty easy. Also, I'm really making these cattywampus here. One more. Sweet. We will flip a card here. Alright. So, guess we'll start off with this. And I guess we can do that. Now the problem is, like I said, I don't want to make that too big that I can't, move anything around anymore, but I guess we'll see. Gonna hold off on doing that. 8, sure. There's another ace. Just sort of feeling things out right now. Like I said, you don't want to move too many cards out. Okay. Getting pretty lucky with the aces here. Diamonds, why not? Alright, this game should be relatively easy. Because I know on the bottom is the other ace. Like I said, it is pure luck whether or not you get, like in this case, I get all the aces up front, or if all the aces are buried. What the heck? Now, we're not quite out of it yet, though, because I'm seeing a lot of face cards in the deck and already that are shown. So the problem with that becomes that means, like, really deep here is probably some lower cards that I need. So, we'll see. We shall see. 5. Like I said, right now I'm just sort of, I don't want to make too many moves. That should be my last ace that I need. Oh, here, I'll just put it up here. So with that, I can slide the 2 and this 3 down. Then that'll free up a row there. Flip the deck. Now the problem's going to be is where is that 2? We got lucky with these stacks. But where's that 2 of spades at? Like I said, those are... You think it's something kind of smaller, insignificant, but it can actually completely derail this whole thing. Put king in that extra slot up there. Slide that stack over. Because look what's happening now. I have the 3 and the 4, and it could get interesting wherever that 2's at. Oh yeah, I have a feeling this will get interesting. Okay, let me try to slide this whole stack over without crashing into my ace pile. Slide the 4 over here. Interesting. I'm just sort of trying to see what I'm working with here. Move the 6 down. I'm gonna go and just try to uncover some more cards here. I could free up a stack, but there we go. If that 2 was buried like down there, ooh, that could have been a problem. But alright, so there's all the 3s. We slide down all the 4s that I can. I technically shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna see real quick if there's another 4 in here. No. No, there's the other 4. Then I will slide down the 5. And this 5. And this 5. I'm pretty sure I saw another 5 in here. Like I said, I'm not supposed to fan them out, but yeah. Alright, so there's all the 5s. Move these 6s. So technically I'm supposed to flip through all the cards here, but I'll save some time. Now I can move the 7 down. And this 7. Do I have any more 7s? No. But what I do have is some kings. Now, like I said, we're not quite out of this mess yet. Because there seems to be a lot of 9s that are buried. So, I do have an 8 here that I can slide down. I'll move this 9 on over here. I'll just move them. Here's what we'll do. There's a 10. There's some 7s I'm missing. So even though it looks like it's a clean victory, there's actually still a little bit ways we have to go here. One of the 7s. Check. 10. Slide the 10 over. Slide the 9. Slide that 9. 8 of hearts. I can slide down there. And there's the 7. Then from there, move the 8s on down. Move the 9s on down. 25 minutes. I guess that's probably a good stopping point. There. So if I'm actually stopping, then I'll just slide them to their piles for the fun of things. And there you have it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little throwback video. I haven't done a card video in a little while. But yeah, let me know if there's any videos you guys want to see. And even involving cards. Probably work on a card magic video here in the future. But I guess I guess that'll be it for today. See you guys later. Peace.